We are here, we're still here. Oh, I be listening to that sometimes.
I watched that little performance.
I be streaming it on Tidal.
It was cute. Give her her coin.
Black bud, light. Okay, stop it up. What's up, y'all?
Welcome back to another episode of
The Rewine.
With Dana
And PJ. So, this is not like the regular.
Do I usually say DJ? What do I usually say? Do I say with DJ and PJ, or do I say with Dana?
I feel like you switch it up sometimes.
Okay.
Because I know when we be in the studio, you definitely say PJ sometimes.
Okay.
You definitely.
Just one day.
Alright. So, you know, you might notice like, oh, this one went on live. Did that? No, because this is gonna be a little cute little Halloween special for y'all when y'all hear it. Surprise!
Confetti popcorn.
Oh.
The confetti in the surprise, you know.
So we decided just to do a little bonus Halloween special because we two bitches that love Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
We like scary shit. We watch scary movies together. We love talking about them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we just love the spooky season. We love the Lord too. We just love the spooky season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that. But like, you know, we're gonna do it like any other show. You know, keep it cute, whatever. It's definitely gonna be a little shorter because I know y'all used to 2 hours of it, but you know, we're just gonna keep it cute, spooky, and Halloween-y.
Halloween-y. I'm like, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so where do we start? What's been going on?
Nothing, man. I've just been enjoying like this transition in the fall. Honestly, I feel like it's been a pretty slow. It's been the transition I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to just like jump from like warm to cold. And I feel like we've had our warm days, we've had our chilly days. It's like gradually.
It was cold as fuck the other day.
Yeah, but today's really nice. And
It
like,
is nice outside.
I'm just enjoying things right now. I had a good work week, which is always nice. You know, work can be so up and down sometimes, depending on what you do. And you know, coming off of a good week, it makes you feel great coming into the weekend, and then you know, just like less stress.
True.
Basically. So yeah, so I'm good. So I'm just still trying to catch up on Girlfriends since everybody else finished except me, but you know.
Okay, now which part you in now?
So I'm still at the part where Tony's like getting ready for her marriage. Oh wait, no, I think the wedding, I left on the episode of the wedding, I think.
They got married too motherfucking quick.
They did.
They got married, I think it was a year.
But they were like, they did seem like
Girl, no. Girl.
Okay, we're talking about Girlfriends if you hadn't.
Cause you know Tony met Todd, and then I want to say it was either 6 months to a year they got engaged. No, a year is just not long.
When you know.
A year is just.
I know you know.
But you don't.
I mean, I don't.
And they didn't, and that's why they got divorced.
Why you tell me?
Oh shit. Yeah, bitch. I thought my bad. I thought you knew this.
I don't be remembering.
Well, it ain't gonna be it's not a shock. It's not a shock. I'm sorry, but it's not a shock though.
Fuck you.
It's not a shock though.
People like him don't care about spoilers. People like me do. So I like to be surprised when like new conflicts arise.
Even though this done been out for 20 years, we celebrate the 20th anniversary on September 11th. This show premiered on September 11th. I was like, okay. I don't know if people watched. I mean, I'm pretty sure people watched it, but like, I wonder like what that was trying to premiere that on September 11th. Because that whole day, I remember there wasn't nothing on the TV but the news and shit.
Yeah.
So, but you know, what is it, 9 seasons? 8? 9? It's like 8 seasons. They did it.
They did do it.
What
show?
Let me
But that's
see.
how my time has been. What about you?
Shit, watching TV, watching movies, catching up on work, working out more, finding good activities to work out with.
A little extra.
I am.
Extra little
I feel you.
Game.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of that. What else has been going on? Nothing really. Been enjoying like the fall weather and shit. You know, it's cute or whatever.
Chilling like a little.
Any 5 fingers?
I feel like I could think of some, but I just can't at the moment.
I just can't right now either.
There was someone I thought about for sure. I just can't remember.
No, I'm just gonna say like, and I mean it specifically applies to Chicago, but I'm pretty sure wherever they have dogs, this applies. No, y'all really need to pick up after your dog. Like I'm so tired of almost stepping in shit. And like only, of course, these days I don't really go outside that much because you know Rona. But like when I do go outside, like when I walk to get a coffee or like just taking a walk, always run into some dog shit. I'm just like, y'all, pick it up. That's like if I just left my baby's Pampers outside.
Pretty much.
That's literally like if you just left the baby's Pampers outside.
That's dirty.
That's trifling.
That's dirty.
That is dirty. Come on.
Don't do that.
And like if it's in the grass, fine. I get it.
Nah, even if it's in the grass.
Oh, you want to pick up in the grass?
Unless it's at the park, but if it's on like somebody's lawn, like I think that's kind of rude.
Well, I feel if you walking your dog, you should. This is me. If I had a dog, I wouldn't let them do that on other people's lawn.
Or I mean, they could do it on the lawn, but I'm saying if you don't pick it up and you just leave it there.
But like, won't that still mess? You know what I'm saying? Okay, maybe I'm thinking about it too hard.
Because some people don't like no dogs to poop on their lawn at all, but I'm saying like at the bare minimum, if the dog's gonna poop on the lawn,
okay.
at least pick it up.
And then like downtown is the worst. They'll just leave it on the sidewalk.
Yeah, they got no fucking greenery and nothing else to do.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, pick up after your fucking dogs. That shit is dumb. That shit is dumb. I'm gonna start leaving pissy Pampers from little babies everywhere and see how the fuck you like that. I don't understand.
Damn.
And that now, if I'm not mistaken, I heard that's what draws the rats.
Is it?
That's what I heard because I think they eat that. I'm talking to
Gross. I didn't know that, but
if I'm not mistaken, now do the facts. Don't judge. I'm not no.
Poopologist.
No, I ain't. What is that? Anatomy. Or whatever the fuck.
I don't know what.
I don't study animals.
People matter expert.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, this is gross.
But yeah, just pick it up. You ain't got no 5 fingers.
I mean.
No. Oh, did you watch the vice president debate?
No, but I've seen about it a little bit.
It was actually a pretty.
I need to watch it though. I'm intending on watching it.
Pretty standard debate. It wasn't like no true.
I heard it was kind of ghetto.
Why you say that?
Because I heard they was talking over each other.
They was going way past their time.
They were just a little shit talking. I'm like.
The faces Kamala was giving him was like.
Or Trump, even Trump and Biden.
Oh, see, I didn't watch that one because people was like, that was a joke. See, people was, okay. That one I didn't watch because I knew that was going to be bullshit. Me personally, if I just truly know something or someone or an event or anything like that is going to be bullshit, I do not partake in it. I do not go. I do not watch. I do not listen. I do not stream. I don't view. I haven't listened to Daystar's latest album. I haven't. Oh, we gotta talk about this. I haven't listened to Daystar's album. I haven't. It was something else that I said I didn't listen to. But if I don't listen to it or wanna Power, have no interest in watching that. Like I didn't.
I don't do Power.
I'm sorry.
I have a special place in my heart. I love.
And I heard on this new Power book shit. They had this new Power book shit. I heard they had some fans on. Sorry. You know me, I'm like, because I'm in the community.
Some cute ones, too.
Some gays on there. I was like,
cute ones.
What?
Some cute ones.
Ooh, I said, y'all got some gal power.
Some
you 50 on this?
They had a lesbian on there, too.
Well, here's the thing.
And it was,
they're quick to show y'all.
It was Anika Rose. She was so cute.
See, here's my thing. They're quick to show a lesbian before a gay man.
You think so? I feel like usually it's gay men. And
no, here's the thing. Like, especially in the black community, when think about what's more accepted.
Okay,
like,
but
the lesbians
at least
are.
feminine women are way more accepted.
Even the studly ones too, because they like one of the bros. You say you gay, it ain't like whether you a straight or a feminine. Like you just don't. Where it's like. But like that still don't negate the fact that like women who of color in the.
But I can agree. It's way, of course it will be less represented for men because it's way more for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you mean. I guess I'm thinking mainstream media in general, which includes like some of the white gay shit.
Okay.
But again, it's a lot of like lesbians too. But yeah.
I forgot we were talking about power. I always
We
do
were
this.
talking about pop culture shit.
No, I always do this. We talking about, but like I was just saying, like, oh, the presidential debate. I did not want to watch that, and so everybody next day was like, "This is bullshit." I'm like, that's when I have to be like, no, seriously, what did you expect? Like, I'm like, don't. Was you expecting a great debate? Like, I knew that's why I didn't watch it. So that's why I didn't watch the vice presidential debate because I was like, this is gonna be actually probably something good to watch. Like, that was just that last one. I was like,
Alright.
But no, I thought she did good. She gave him those looks like, bitch, I know you lying. Like, you know, she'll look like, okay, and she like, you know, you can tell you want to cuss somebody out. She was like, yes, I did. Like, when you.
I need to watch it.
It was good. I talked about something else I did not want to participate in, and I said I wanted to circle back to that Daystar. Bitch, you see they might take on the jail!
I seen it, and I was like, finally. Great, cool. Let's wrap this up. Because if he really didn't do it, then why don't you just say who did do it? And why the fuck would Megan lie and say you didn't?
That's honestly.
Even though I get sometimes some people have said, well, if she was walking away from the car, then how could she see the shooter? Okay, I guess I see that. Like,
because when they in the car,
I thought she was. Actually, I don't even remember. I thought she was walking away.
Here's the thing. I feel like the way she was shot, like she knows exactly who shot her. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I believe her, but
yeah.
I'm just saying for Tori, for you to be claiming up and down it's just not you, and it's just not you, then you should at least be saying who did it if it isn't you, quote unquote. Like,
he's trash.
All right, like.
Don't stream that album if you have. You know, I blocked him on my. You know, you can block artists now. I blocked him. I blocked R. Kelly. I blocked Sabrina Claudio.
Damn.
Yeah, because you know she was saying some dumb shit. Yeah, it's just But you know, if you go to jail, and then somebody made a good point because they were saying that if either way, no, not either way, but they were saying if you go to jail, then niggas gonna be like free Tory, and then niggas ain't gonna be wanting to fuck with Meg. And I'm like, that's some bullshit
I will be
because.
so ignorant, and anybody who even says some utter shit like that in their mouth, I will look at you like you're completely.
Well, no, he's saying that's how, because you know that is how niggas work.
Like, you're completely fucking.
You know how niggas work. If you do go to jail, they're going to be like, free my nigga Tory because he ain't even do nothing. Like, I don't got time for that. But, you know, if you got to take him to jail, take him to jail. You could take him to U.S. jail. I think he's Canadian. Take him to Canadian jail. Take him to jail.
Just let him get his, we just need justice. Justice for Megan.
For real. For
Justice
real.
for Megan.
For real. Cheers.
For sure.
Ooh.
Cheers on that.
Woo! That was a lot lifting my arm off. But, okay, I'm trying to think. What else have I seen? Speaking of, she had a new song out, Don't Stop. You like that?
I only heard it once. Oh, come on, phone. I'm trying to open up my notes. Phone doesn't want to cooperate with me with my thumbprint.
She got her a new song.
No, this is the old one.
Oh, that's the old one.
Look. Okay, there we go.
You see, I was ready to sing.
I'm trying to say something about. I got a new attitude. So all my notes are for like, these are going to be for a later episode. They're not spooky notes.
You know what I'm saying?
Basic,
We keeping it real cute and light for y'all, but we did want to sprinkle in just a little pop. Alright, so let's get to like a little cute part where we talk about, you know, some shit, you know, that's more, cause as you know, me and Dana, we love horror movies, so you know we big horror movie watchers and shit.
Yep.
So our marinator's gonna relate to horror as well as the top 5. But, so you know, me and Dana watched the movies together this week and shit, and it was fun as fuck. So one movie we watched. Now, at the end, I say after we talk about it. P.S. and I'm gonna put it in the title too. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk about the movie without like telling details.
What
So
you mean?
because we can put like spoiler alerts,
Yeah.
you know, in there because like I want to talk about the movie. You know what I'm saying?
So what you mean? What you saying?
What you mean?
I don't get what you're saying.
No, because I'm saying for the movie we talking about, because you know some people be like, don't, because but you know this movie just came out. Girlfriend's been out since for 20 years.
Yeah.
But
okay.
so,
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Say the
spoiler
movie
alert!
name. Right.
So we watched this movie called Better Watch Out. It upset me and my homegirls.
Yeah.
So basically the movie is on Amazon Prime. It's called Better Watch Out. I low key forgot the stars of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Let me look that up. But it's about a babysitter and she has to babysit a little boy.
Little boy.
Well, the one she don't really babysit him. He kind of just.
He came over.
You know what I'm saying? She has to babysit a little boy and she has to protect the little boy, but bitch. Let me tell you something. Shit flip. Okay, Dana, keep going while I look up.
So they make you think that somebody's like trying to burglarize or like break into the house that she's babysitting at, right? So her and the little boy are like so scared, hiding for their lives. Like the boy runs to get his parents' guns to help protect them from this person trying to break into the house. Well, just to find out, the little goddamn 12-year-old boy stages the whole thing because he's in love with his babysitter and he wanted to like show out and seem manly to her or something like that. So he staged the fucking break-in to like protect her and like prove his worth to her. And she was just like, why the fuck would you do that, you stupid ass little fucking boy? This is why I won't date you, obviously, because you're stupid and you don't think. Girl, he got mad, so
after that, shit goes haywire.
Yes.
Long story short, a lot of people die. I say 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get 4 people. 4 people die. In the turn of a night. At the hands of this 12-year-old child. Okay. So, the movie, I don't even know where to start with this, because it's too much for me thinking about this movie. So me and Dana watched this movie together, and I was just like, this is the epitome of white men. This is the epitome of white men. Like, the fact
the
that...
little boy was very much, they were white, by the way. The whole cast was white.
Yeah.
The little boy was very much, I'm gonna get away with it. I get away with everything. Every lie I tell, he was just so unbothered by all this killing he was doing. Just convinced he'd get away with it because,
because that's what white men do.
Because he also mentioned other lies and other shit he did that he got away with.
And then it's just also inappropriate because he trying to be touching on her and shit like that.
He kills his best friend.
Yes, kills his best friend.
This was a fucking straight psychopath.
It's good. It's good, but it's gonna piss you the fuck off.
Yeah.
It's gonna piss you the fuck off. You know, also, I know a way about horror films that revolve around Christmas time. Because it's just such an oxymoron. You be like, damn, bitch.
Not like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's that one.
This is why I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen that.
PJ.
I know it's on Disney Plus, so I'm gonna watch it. Oh shit, I'm gonna watch it one of these days.
We need to watch that together.
I'll watch that. That's.
It's so good.
That's the cartoon, right? Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of like claymation.
The Tim Burton one, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's one of those ones.
That's really good.
Here's the thing, I know of it because it's so popular. It's like I feel like one of Tim Burton's most popular films.
Absolutely.
So I said I was gonna get around to it, but
you're not looking forward to watching it.
I ain't in no rush, if that makes sense.
You know. He doesn't know what he's missing.
I'm gonna give it a little watch through.
Not that you are gonna love it so much, but I think you're gonna enjoy the experience of it.
Cause what is it? He gets sucked into Christmas land, the Halloween person.
Basically. Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
He stumbled upon it. falls in love with it, and I'm trying to remember the rest, but yeah.
But see, I don't know. It's just weird having horror films. You be like, damn, people dying at Christmas. Like, what's that other movie, Black Christmas? Have you ever seen that? That's another one. One Christmas I watched Krampus.
Krampus, yeah, I think that's what it's called.
I was like, my God.
I haven't seen that.
And then what else you got?
It would actually be fun to watch horror movies on Christmas during Christmas time. If you like horror movies.
Like the Christmas thing, we should do that.
Christmas theme.
And then I know it's a Killer Jack Frost movie, ain't it? Like, I
have heard of that.
Ain't it some kind of movie where like Jack Frost come to life and he be killing people and shit?
We can at least find a good 5 to watch. I know.
I know there are more like revolving around.
There's that like creepy Tales from the Crypt fucking Killer Santa Claus movie. Maybe it's not Tales from the Crypt, but I feel like it was in that brand. Where this, oh my god, that movie used to scare me. I saw that when I was little.
What movie?
It was about this like killer Santa Claus. It was so weird.
Now, that is just something I think kids should not be watching. I'd rather let them watch a horror film, a regular horror film, than watch the Santa Claus killing.
Why?
Because that's just like, that's too much. That's like, you know what movie I feel like would really terrify kids? Darkness Falls. The one about the tooth fairy that kill you when you
Never seen it.
You ain't never seen that?
No.
It's a movie called Darkness Falls, and it's about like when you lose your last baby tooth, the tooth fairy come and like kill you. And like what happens is this girl, I don't know if it's a son, nephew, or brother, but that's what's happening to him, and she's trying to save him.
That's so impossible though, because if that happened and it was basically adult.
But that's why I think it's only on select or something. And then I think I know she's afraid of light. And so, like, in the dark, that's what's called Darkness Falls. If you in the darkness, she got you. Like, there's this one scene where, like, I'm not even giving it away for you, but, like, toward the middle, I think, where, like, you know, when shit gets heavy, they running from her, and, like, they in the police station or building, and, like, the lights flicker. And so, they jumping from spot to spot, and then every time they jump, some people getting caught in between the darkness, and she just swoop them up.
Goodness.
That's scary. Yeah, I think we should. I think that's on Netflix. I'm so shocked you haven't seen that one. But no, yes, watch better, watch out. It's gonna piss. Ooh.
We watching that film.
What else? What other horror movies have I been watching recently? Oh, now, did you ever? Oh, another one we watched together. I talked about that one last then. We were not together, but we watched Sweetheart. It's on Netflix.
Kirstie Clemens has my heart.
That's her name?
That's one of my crushes, my celebrity crushes.
Oh, so you know who she was prior to that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know who she was.
That's like really why I watched the movie. I was like,
I
think I promoted it on her Instagram, so I was like, let me support Bae. You know?
Girl, I just sent you that movie because I thought it was scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting then. So, it's on Netflix. It's like an indie horror.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sweetheart, and it's about this girl. She gets stranded on an island. And bitch, at night, it's this motherfucking thing that come out the motherfucking water. And bitch, it just be, stirring ruckus.
And I like her because from the beginning she was like smart about it. She didn't do a lot of stupid shit that pissed you off.
She did.
Like how like some people in scary movies, you be like, why did you do that? Like she constantly was like, I felt like she was genuinely trying to survive. I like that they didn't make her like stupid.
That bitch heard that noise at night. She said, what the fuck?
She was not playing. No.
I just feel like I have to say this. I just feel like I have to say this.
What you gotta say?
I think I understand why we cannot, like, why the horror, not that it does not, okay. I think of course I know the reason why black people never survived the horror films, because, like, they never mind killing us all. And they never thought we could live. But if I'm looking at, like, in the world of horror films, like, why you don't see too many or whatever. Because common sense. If she was white, how much you want to bet on that island when she was sleeping in the woods? She would have heard the noise and be like, what? Hello?
break them like that?
And then, like, you see what she did. She heard that. She said, bitch, no, I hear shit ruffling and tussling and...
That was very uncomfortable and to hide or some shit.
Like, she wasn't
and
like...
she just came up with smart... When she hid in them trees, I said, that's smart.
Because, bitch, I wasn't that
That's really smart.
Yeah. Like, and I think we just, like... And I don't even think in like, now relating to real world and stuff in, like, those two little worlds or whatever. Like, we just have so much sense to where, like, they... Like, for instance, we walking down the alley. You ever been, like, a kid or just with some people where walking down the alley, you hear something down the alley, what y'all do? Run. Y'all run. Y'all ran. Y'all never... Hello? No. What your mama said? Your mama told you what? Don't talk to strangers. White people, y'all be too friendly. That'd be the problem. Like, I don't understand, like, just like, they be having this false sense of security. And I be just like, where are you getting this from? Like, people gonna stab you. Like, or like, I don't know. Like, that's just why I think we don't be working horror films sometimes, because we think too loud.
We're definitely always told to be on alert, black people.
Exactly.
And so, maybe it's from the places we've grown up.
It is.
Like,
and how we're conditioned and shit.
We're conditioned to be on alert with stuff like that.
Yeah. And so, but no, Sweetheart was good, but the ending was great too. So Christy Clemens is her name. What else she been in?
Christy Clemens. She was on. I know she was on like a couple of Disney TV shows. It's like not like a small, slightly reoccurring role. Maybe like somebody's girlfriend in a show. And I hope I'm not reducing her if you were more than that, because it was a TV show I didn't really watch. She was on Neighbors too. You didn't see the first Neighbors with Zac Efron and.
Oh yeah.
I actually like those movies, or at least the first one.
And I ain't gonna lie.
The second one was alright.
I'm gonna be a bird for 2 seconds. I'm sure Zac Efron. Oh.
He's a cutie.
Oh my God, he's so fine. Like, you know me, I'll be like, ugh, white man, but I'll be like, okay, that is one white man I would give it up to.
I just thought about it. Christy Clemens was also in this horror TV show with, Victoria Justice.
Yeah.
She was in this horror TV show that I meant to watch, but I just never did.
What's the name of it? It's on WGN or CW.
Ice Cam or something. I don't know. It was on MTV.
What?
It was on MTV. She was like, she played Victoria Justice's best friend. Oh, she was also in that new movie that was a remake, a horror movie. Actually, it's a horror movie we used to watch together with Ellen Page. It's like when they flatliners.
I've never heard of
that. When they
that.
purposely flatline and and that movie's actually kind of decent. It's pretty decent.
I ain't never heard of it.
But she had a few things here and there,
But it was good. She was good in that. And that was a very small cast. It was what, 1, 2.
That was a long tangent.
No. That was you fine.
It was a small cast, but she had to carry that movie.
She really did, and I thought she was good too. And speaking of, that's one thing I've been learning too, the type of horror films I like. Now see, you know me, I'm a zombie bitch. I love zombies.
See, I'm more of a serial killer.
I love serial killers. I don't.
Or like a creepy clown. I like weird, like scary creepy
I don't
clowns.
fuck with clowns, but I just don't see the point. I just be like, why this gotta be so evil? Spirits and shit, okay.
Paranormal shit, I'm like,
I gotta be in the mood for it, cause like, like, it gotta be, I'm trying to think, like, what's a good paranormal? Now you know what movie I fucks with.
all this popcorn. And then,
oh no, I'm eating something.
Oh, damn, there it is.
No, I'm eating
some caramel popcorn.
Some caramel corn. Drag Me to Hell, bitch.
That movie was so weird.
I love that movie.
That movie was good. It was actually like sad. I was kind of sad at the end.
When she lost, I was actually
like kind of upset.
I was like, oh my God.
You know what's another good horror movie?
What?
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love and Jeepers Creepers too. I thought those two were good.
Jeepers Creepers. That scarred me when I saw that as a child. I pissed in the bed. I did.
Damn.
Because I was so scared after watching that movie. That movie terrified me.
Wow.
I think because the thing was, it was just like, there was no stopping him. You could not kill him. And when he came out to eat, baby, he ate.
He eating something.
Baby, what
he
she
ain't
say?
even empty-handed. He got eyes.
What she say? He's eyes.
Let him hear you, baby.
Lord, so he can breathe.
I said, Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those?
And I just thought the creature itself
It was creepy.
was very terrifying.
It
Like,
actually is very, very creepy looking.
one of my favorite scenes, well, two. One of my two. The first one is when she be running it over and back and forth. You know what I'm talking about? When she be like, bitch, quicker.
And it still didn't die, right?
No. And that one scene when the police is driving behind them and they driving and he on top of the on top of the police truck. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
remember that one.
We need to rewatch that movie together.
That movie was good though.
Whoever made that. Now the third one, did you ever see the third one?
No, I never saw the third one.
It's bad.
See, they just need to stop while they're ahead.
I think what happened was I think it was intended to be a trilogy from John. One was phenomenal. Two did
I
not.
still thought two was pretty
I
good.
thought two was good, but a lot of people was like, two.
It did have a different feel from the first one.
It did, especially with the girl and the psychic. And can I also say something?
You hate bitches with premonitions? I like bitches with
No,
premonitions.
that's not what I was
We
gonna say.
need y'all.
I don't like seeing dumb high school kids sometimes in these situations because they do like I don't know. Granted, I don't want to see no dumb situations at all.
Yeah, I discovered that the other night.
Yeah.
If it pisses you off too much because they making dumb decisions, you're just over it.
Like I'm just.
Because they're like, this wouldn't happen this way because nobody would actually make that decision.
Right. Because you know when it's just like outlandish and you're just like, why are we doing like, but yeah, I think it intended to be a trilogy, but somehow there was like that break between the second and third one. Like, I don't know if they was looking for a studio, but like it just was a halt, and I think that halt is what like fucked it up a little bit. I don't know, but we can watch all three of them too.
That would be fun.
I like creature movies too sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
The only one I know really is like Jesus Creepers. Have you seen Jaws?
A long time ago, maybe.
It's horror, but like.
I know I've seen like a handful of creature movies, but I just can't think of
Oh.
it now.
Well, if we're talking, do you consider creature and animal movies the same?
Kinda, yeah.
Because have you ever seen Lake Placid? Oh, bitch. It's about the biggest motherfucking crocodile. Honestly, crocodile movies are scary to me. Because, like, I think reptile movies in general are scary because what people forget about reptiles is like they're cold-blooded. They're not warm-blooded, which means their first instinct is always just to kill. Like that's why people be like, oh, I got a pet, this and that. No, you may have keep him like a pet, but at the end of the day, that is a cold-blooded snake. It's gonna do what it needs to do. That's why you need to feed it mice. You get what I'm saying? It needs to eat other things because that's just what it is. That's why those tarantulas, what you gotta feed it? The crickets. You get what I'm saying? Like. I think I'm drunk. No, wait. The tarantula ain't a reptile, but
yeah,
like a lizard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like you can't train them. You can't train those snakes.
Yeah, I imagine you can't train certain things.
Like you ever seen that video that was circulating probably like a couple months ago when the lady opened the anaconda cage? I guess there was in a petting zoo and she stuck it in. She was like, "Hey, baby," and like it was like. And she was like, oh, she's just saying hi. And I'm like, see, this the bullshit I be talking about. You mean to tell me you gonna let a snake damn that suck your blood out, but you can't talk about black lives? See, don't get me started. But no, I'm just saying like, cause with reptiles and stuff, they just cold-blooded. All they gonna do is kill. So like, they'll scare me more cause like, I think crocodiles be like that for real shit. You gotta watch out for them.
I ain't scared of no crocodile for some reason. I'm scared of
really?
not crocodiles. And I'm not that scared of snakes either for some reason.
Oh no, I don't fuck with snakes neither.
I'm scared of spiders though, like a tarantula or something that would scare me. Like if I seen this, actually no, if I seen this.
Are there horror movies about spiders or tarantulas?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I've never seen one.
I've seen one.
I don't think I could sit.
Eight-legged freaks, but that was more of like a comedy horror movie.
I don't think I could sit through a spider film or an insect horror film. It would just make my skin crawl.
Interesting.
I don't think I could sit through that. Love zombie movies. Paranormal, gotta be in the mood. Love serial killers.
You like movies when people are possessed? I guess that was like paranormal.
Yeah.
That's not a paranormal category.
Yeah.
I like serial killers. I like psychopaths. That's why I like Saw. Well, at least Saw 1 and 2. I don't know about all the rest of them.
I've seen all of them, I think. Yeah.
I like Saw 1 and 2. I don't know. It was just very creepy to me. And I like that he kind of was doing it. It's like what he was doing was twisted, but also the concept of wanting to make people appreciate life as I do life, which is very interesting to me too. It kind of had like something below the surface. Like I thought that was like,
But then there's also that thing of like, who are you to teach people that? You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
There was one scene from Saw 2. Whew! I get lightheaded when I think about it. I guess a key that was looking for, it was in this batch of needles.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Girl, he picked her up and threw. Oh! It makes my skin crawl thinking about that scene.
And that's why I like Saw, because they make everything so graphic to where you're like, it's like you connect to the moment.
But when it's too graphic though, I literally like my body like tenses to the point where I'm just like
I'm like that too. Like if their arm gets cut off and I'm very connected to the scene, like my arm will jump or like my no, for real.
You be like, like you just got like yours just got cut off.
Literally, and I like that, so that's why I appreciate Saw.
You know what movie we need to watch together? Have you ever seen? I'm pretty sure you have House of Wax.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I like House of Wax too, and again, real people or like, well, I don't know what the other one was.
It was real. He just messed up.
Yeah, I kind of like it when it's people more.
I do, especially, and you remember also, I like movies where they fight back. And that's probably why I like serial, because a ghost, you can't really do shit with that.
Yeah.
Animals or a property, you can't really do shit with that. But a serial killer, like,
you feel like you got a chance.
Bitch, if it's three of us and one of them, okay, bitch. You get up, you go in the corner, you go in the corner. Bitch, you come in here, just fuck him up.
Now, question. Do you consider, like, mystery, suspense, and thriller movies as a part of, like, spooky season movies? Or no, do you kind of limit it to just horror? Because I would kind of consider, like, thriller movies at least. I don't know about mystery and suspense, but thriller movies for sure. Especially psychological thrillers. Like, would you count those as, like, spooky season movies, Halloween kind of movies, scary movies?
Not really, because when I think of, like...
I do. I actually do.
Like, if I think of a psychological, like, something like Gothica, I don't know why that's so great.
I actually kind of like Gothica.
I ain't never seen it, but I know it's a psychological thriller.
No, you can't judge if you haven't seen it.
But like, I know it's just but like I don't. Or like, what's that other movie? Oh, like Disturbia. You seen that with Shia LaBeouf?
No.
Remember when he the teenager at the house?
Oh
and like,
yeah, I like that one.
Like that's not horror.
His neighbor.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I would include that.
See,
because if it's making you nervous, if it makes you kind of scared, I mean, maybe
it's because you thrilled.
And you're a real person usually too in those types of movies.
Yeah. See, oh no, I don't. Horror, I'm thinking of like.
Well, I'm talking about spooky season, scary movies in general. What you categorize as but maybe I'm trying to now.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know because I just think of those.
Like a scary movie.
I don't because those
movies
movies
like thrillers.
No, because those movies like it's like a what am I trying to say? Like horror is just different because horror is pure intense fear. Those movies are just like like a little who's that? What? Like, you know, where it's like, that's different from.
They're thrilling, they're not scary.
Like, it gets your adrenaline pumping. But, like, Disturbia compared to I Know What You Did Last Summer, when like people are just going around being murdered. You know,
Okay.
you know that like I don't know like
I get that.
that's a little much more intense than the creepy neighbor, which can be intense clearly from that book. Cause that's a good answer. You know what's I'm sorry, since you were talking about psychological movies, have you ever seen The Glass House?
Oh yes.
Let me tell you something.
I still categorize those as my spooky season movies.
See,
Glass House was good too.
Where's that bitch at who was in that movie? Oh.
This too shall pass. I always think about that.
Oh, and then, have you ever seen Red Eye?
Yes.
That's a good one.
I was gonna mention that movie. I love Rachel Adams.
That was a good ass movie. I don't consider that horror neither. That's just
that would be a part of my spooky season.
I guess horror is like a little bit like.
It's not horror though. I'm just saying in general.
Right.
I would kind of classify that into like if I was like thinking I wanted to get a little scared, I might
Cause for some of those
I guess
movies,
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
cause some of them I feel like are like kind of. You want to be like cozy, kind of creeped out a little.
Like it's just like for you to be like, ah! Like.
Okay, I guess you're right. I don't know. I'm indifferent.
But I don't know. I still fucks with them though. That's the thing. Like, what's that movie? Have you ever seen that movie, The Hitcher?
Ooh, I like The Hitcher.
Have you seen the remake and the original?
I've seen the remake.
The remake with Sophia Bush?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a good one.
Sophia Bush was like so...
I think she used to live in Chicago when she did that show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just... She okay. She basic.
I can see that.
But I do like those, though. I like those.
I had an idea, but never mind.
Wow.
I'll have to tell you after the show. It's completely unrelated.
Oh, my goodness. But no, they're the types I like. I really do like them. I said I was going to try to start watching more horror TV shows besides American Horror Story.
I already said The Purge is pretty good. I need to finish it.
I got to watch that.
I finished season 1. I think I finished season 1. Yeah. And I know there's a couple other seasons with like some actors and actresses I'm familiar with. So I'm like, I need to watch it.
That's that, but...
I like The Purge too, actually. Kind of going back to movies we like. I like The Purge 1 and 2.
The Purge raises my blood pressure. I think because that's too real to the point, because, like...
Kind of true, yeah.
That look like... It's one thing for a serial killer to, like with a movie involving a serial killer to scare me, because that's real, but, like, to know that... I don't know. But I will say, I think they kind of drained it out now.
Yeah, they don't need to make no more new ones.
Because I think it's like, what, The Purge 9?
What?
I don't know, but like, anything like damn near The Purge 9.
No.
The first one, though, was phenomenal. I say, see, stop at 2 or 3. That's all you have to do.
Feel. Like, why not gotta be, y'all can't never just let even 2 good movies just live.
Because if you just literally sit down and say, I'm gonna write a banging ass trilogy, you good. I mean, Scream. Like, the first 3, they all loop together, and I love it. That 4th one, I don't.
I still like the 4th.
I like the 4th one.
Out of all of them, it was still.
I just can't stand Emma Roberts. Oh, I can't stand.
I remember I ranked them once. I think 4th was still last. Oh, I know, maybe 4th was 3rd, and 3rd was last. It might have been that.
You know what I really
enjoy? Did we rank them?
I don't think so, because I would have loved to do that. But I was gonna say I truly enjoyed the 2nd one.
See, now it's very vague in my memory. There was one point where I watched all.
When she was in college.
All 4, it was fresh in my mind, but now not so much.
You smoke too much weed, baby. But no, the 2nd one is good. The 3rd one, the 1st one, yeah, they're all good. It's just that 4th one you be like, But like, yeah, The Purge is another one.
Sorry, we were heading to another topic, and I think.
No, we talking about all the scary shit, but no, we were saying that we gotta watch TV shows.
Yeah.
It's another TV show that just came out on Netflix. People talking about was scary as fuck. The Haunting of something. I heard Sabrina's popping.
Oh yeah, I like Sabrina.
I said I was gonna start watching that. I was watching the first episode when I fell asleep because it was just late o'clock at night. But I said when I go home, I might do that today actually.
Yeah, and you mentioned something earlier that I said I was gonna watch. Now I don't remember what it was.
A movie or a TV show?
remember. I don't remember.
Just now?
No, it was like earlier. So it's definitely gone.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna say, so we watched that one, and then we just started watching the Scream TV show.
Which actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
It wasn't as bad, but it's still not the best.
It's not the best, but it's enough to keep you watching and kind of curious as to how this all ends.
Now, granted, I think this gonna have to be our drunk high thing.
Yeah.
We just gonna come over, get a glass of wine, smoke some weed, and watch Scream. You know.
Those kids are annoying on that TV show.
Yeah.
Those, like, some of them jock guys are just, like, just shitty and bratty for no reason.
You know,
unrelatable to me in my high school life.
I wonder if they put characters like wealthy characters like that in horror films because are they trying to say a message? You know, or like,
because you know everybody usually don't give a fuck when they get killed.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure I know Bang is going to die. But like,
and if you watch the TV show, you know who Bang is.
Cause that's what she laying with, bitch.
He calls her ass Bang.
Because bitch, she laying with the motherfucking bangs.
The Bang.
That bitch fucking a teacher. Now, don't do it.
Her ass hit a fucking sexy photo in the classroom.
I'm like you
what
trying
the
to take this nigga to jail. You trying to say now? If we was in college.
Right, if you're in college, that's different.
That was on Grownish. Did you see that episode when Nomi, the girl?
Yeah, Shane from the L Word, the original L Word. Well, she's on the remake.
Oh, that's what she was from. How did you feel about that? What would you have done?
Oh,
P.S.
Shane? I got a special place in my heart for Shane.
P.S. I love that she was bisexual. And like that they really did play into her lesbianism. Like, I'm like, yes, please give, like, don't just shy away from it. Like, and like that whole little thing. But like honestly, I just felt like that one. I don't know. If that.
I would want to date somebody that's my like actual professor.
Like I don't want to be in your class. Like.
But at the same time, that could make it even more like spicy and sexy.
I think.
Actually, I lied. I probably would. Because there was a point in college where I had a crush on this professor, who most people would never think I would have a crush on. Yeah. But it was the intellect for me, and I was like, I like her.
Wow.
I had an actual crush. I was like,
I mean, I had a teacher I would fuck on, but I just don't.
I had a boss I had a crush on too.
I would never.
I would flirt so hard too.
I can't
she
do that.
She was so fine, y'all. And I think, well, no, she probably didn't give a fuck about me. But y'all, I used to be openly flirting, like openly, but still like chill, because it's like it's a word, like it's my boss, but trying to throw the feelers out to see, like, you know, I think she knew I had a crush too. She had to have known.
Oh, possibly.
But that was like my boo in my heart. I still got a crush. Anyways.
You know,
I'm just reminiscing right now because I'm a little lonely.
I can't do a boss. I can't do a boss.
She's feeling a little lonely.
Just a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, no, I'm about to spill some tea.
You know, I already spilled some tea.
I about to spill some tea.
I already made my confession. Look, I made the same.
I was gonna say, cause you was like, just be alone. I was like, I wouldn't say alone, cause I was gonna say, girl, cause I was in and out of watching Sweetheart. I'm doing that.
Okay, respect.
No, like,
I'm a little jealous, but okay.
And like, cause there was one part I remember in the middle of some stuff, and I'm just like. Like
you like watching a movie and getting your groove on.
Right, trying to do something. Cause it was the part with it was the part with I'm not gonna start too. It was the part, remember when she climbed in the log?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what? But let's see. And so another movie I wanted to talk about, which I hope you get the chance to watch. Child's Play, the new one.
I know. I think you're the second person to tell me that.
Wow.
It's really good.
Like, I ain't gonna say it was the great.
Because remakes usually be like, very hit or miss.
This was actually, I would recommend everybody watch this remake. It's fun. They played on the campiness very well. Cause you know Aubrey Plaza's in it, and she's Andy's mom. And Andy's also a little older in this movie. Like in the movie, he's supposed to be what, 5 or 6. Andy a good 10, 11, 12 in this. You will see how because at first that's why I was like, he's too fucking big for a dad. But watch it. It's
Then again, I was about to say Black Magic or Black Mirror. Fucking Black Magic. What the fuck is Black Magic? Black Mirror had the episode with that girl, with that Miley Cyrus episode when that girl was in fucking high school with this little doll that was her best friend. And why is this Uber driver calling me that I gave my number to out of pity?
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
A guy or a girl?
A guy. Sorry, that probably sounded so rude, but you men really don't give us a chance to turn you down. You
Speak
keep
on it.
pushing,
The
and
platform
pushing,
is yours.
and pushing, and pushing, until we're like, fuck it, you ain't gonna stop asking me, so let me just give you my fucking number. Whew.
I'm like, do I want to answer? Oh, he hung up.
Yeah.
I just think, and niggas. That's a whole nother episode. That's every other episode. But no, watch Child's Play when you get the chance. What's his name? Do you watch Atlanta? Donald Glover?
Nope, but that's one of the shows. I feel like I'm never gonna start that because I've been telling myself for like a good
It's on
over a year that I was gonna start watching that.
I said the same thing about Sabrina though. You said what?
Nothing. You can move on.
Okay. But no, watch Child's Play. It's real good. It's different from the. I don't know if they're gonna do the 2-3 things either, but I told you, can't nothing top the Bride of Chucky. That's one of the best ones. Alright.
We can marinate now, baby.
Let's marinate. So basically, we're gonna keep it light, short, and cute, and we're gonna talk about, something we've been noticing a lot in horror films is that, of course, technology is like everywhere, and they've been using it in motherfucking horror films. And so we just wanted to talk about that a little brief bit, and I'll start by saying, the shit terrifies me. It really does. Like, on screen, like, the fact that, like, there are apps now you can send unknown numbers on.
That's true.
Are there voice changing apps?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, I don't know.
And even just me learning more about the dark web. Scary.
Oh, what you want to tell me, girl? What you want to talk about?
Well, you already know, like, I think we talked about this, right? You know the dark web is like 90% of the web or whatever. Like the black market, like the underground shit. Didn't we talk about this in the podcast?
I feel like maybe briefly.
We did. You probably just don't remember because it was a while ago.
Like probably one of our first episodes or something like that.
Not one of the first, but a long while ago. But we basically only use like 10-20% of the internet. And the rest is like apparently the dark web where all the like weird shit happens. And people be like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but I heard they be like selling your personal information. They be like, I don't know, whatever. But.
And I was gonna say, that's.
That was a tangent.
No. Shit, that is scary. One thing about Child's Play too, technology plays a big part in Child's Play as well too.
Okay.
Like a big part, and like a scary part. Cause like, now I don't know about you, girl, and I know y'all have experienced this, so don't call me crazy. When you will be talking about some shit, and next thing you know, you see ads for it on Instagram and Facebook,
Because
and
your
all.
phone is listening to you all the time.
No.
That's also very scary.
And like that is when I think about shit like that, it's scary. So like. One of the things, see, I don't want to give the movie away, but that's like one of the things in Child's Play is that like, like, they are listening, like, the technology is listening, and, ooh, Dan, I want you to watch it so bad because you're going to be like.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight, man.
It's low-key a different movie. It's a different movie.
Well, you want to know what I think about technology and horror films?
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I think half the time the directors, I don't know if it's the directors or the writers or both, but I feel like they use technology in a corny way sometimes to where it doesn't even be scary.
Like those movies like...
It doesn't, like they don't use it in a way that actually makes them more scary or makes them more interesting. It just makes it like...
Ooh, I think you're going to like Child's Play, Dana. I really, because they do.
And I wish I could think of some movies off top, but...
Because I'm thinking about like
those movies where they're on the webcam and then some.
Yeah.
Like I know we've seen a preview of a movie, but I feel like
those
I actually
dumb.
tried to watch a movie like that like a few years back, or like
There's this one.
Pretty Little Liars. At some point, all this little like them always having your phone number and always being able to. I don't know. It's like a part of it is kind of like far fetched and like stupid. And,
there's this one movie on Netflix called Unfriended, and I guess it's supposed to be something like if you delete them out the real world. You know, some shit like that. And I'd be like,
right, exactly. That's what it'd be like.
I'd be like, okay, you're reaching.
Well, it was some movie I watched a long time ago about like a killer video game or like.
Now,
like,
Stay Alive. Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Now.
You liked it?
Cause you know I'm a video game
I feel like
fan.
I vaguely remember watching it. This was a while ago. All I remember is watching it and being like, okay.
No, now.
Maybe if I watched it now, it would.
I will say they should have. That script needed to be tightened.
Okay.
If because I like video games, and I think video games and like that could have been better. It's just all about writing, and that's what I'm learning too. A lot of horror films, like you really not only do you have like I think it's two important things you gotta have in horror films: actors and writers, because recreating horror is like I think harder than recreating drama and comedy, if you ask me. Because you experience drama and comedy like ish feelings on a daily basis. You cry, you laugh, you know, you're frustrated, you know.
It's more common to tap into.
Yeah, where it's like
universal
fear
too. It's more universal.
Yes.
Or maybe I could be
I think you're right.
Fear in certain aspects is universal. Like
like somebody running in here with a knife. Fear, like you only experience that like. Yeah. I mean, trust me, I'm pretty sure there's people who are experiencing fear like that on a daily basis, and like I'm praying for them and their trauma, but like fear like that, like how they're creating like Scream and shit like that, like you gotta really kind of like, you know, show that. Like remember you was talking about, I forgot what show we was watching. You was like, ooh, she has a good scream, and I was like, yeah, you gotta do that. And writers, because if the story don't make sense, it's just gonna look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's plot holes and shit, especially in a scary movie, you can't have plot holes.
Yeah, because it makes it less scary because it's like, okay, this don't even make sense.
Right.
How did this happen here?
You gotta.
Then you start thinking too much and getting confused, and then you be like, and it's not scary because then you're just thinking about how it just don't make sense and it fit together.
Low key, I think when people critique films, they may not know it. I think people are harsher on horror films than most films. Because, were you scared? That's how people judge it. Were you scared? Like...
And honestly, I feel like a lot of horror movies really, and maybe I could be like, maybe I'm not, a lot of people aren't on the fence with me, but I feel like a lot of horror movies aren't even really scary.
Now you do be getting scared kind of quick.
Okay. It's just for the ones that make you jump, but like, okay. Look, okay, maybe I get a little scared, but like not.
But no, I get what you're saying.
I be wanting to, like.
Yeah, like the
kind of like going on a roller coaster that isn't scary. Like you go on a roller coaster
and it looks all scary and shit.
Yeah. You want to get that thrill, that like you want to be shook, and I think I be wanting a little. I want to be more scared from movies that I see.
What's the last thing that shook me? I really can't think the last horror film that. Insidious shook me, bitch. When I first saw that was when we was in college. That was like our freshman year.
I know one movie that really shook me, and it's maybe so random. But the first Saw movie, I think I watched it. It was late at night. I was in my grandma's house. I was watching it by myself, and I think it was more so that concept of like, how are you living your life? Like, are you valuing your life? I think that actually sat with me after watching that movie, which is why I like the concept of it. It made me evaluate my life, and I was actually, I don't know why I was so scared after I watched that movie. I was like, and then also how like the answer to the whole clue, the whole trap was right there. It's like something about how all of that combined really like creeped me out. I don't know.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, what did kind of shook me a little bit, and it's been a minute, I mean, it's been out for a long time, but it did. When a Stranger Calls. That shook me.
It get good. And that shit is
that shook me.
If you actually like in a fucking huge ass like home. That shit will really fucking scare me.
That shook me because I mean when I watched that I was a little jumpy for like a day or so. I was like, woo! Alright. But no, yeah. Yeah, fear is just
And I think
hard to
Insidious is
endure.
one, yeah. And if I watch something in the movie theater, if I watch something in the movie theater, I'm more likely to get a spook. And if I watch something alone, I think I'm less likely to get spooked. I don't know what it is about being with people or have a certain viewing experience that makes it more scary or less scary. Which I don't know. But that's just a thought I just had.
I can't.
Like, do you feel like you're more scared alone or with people? I feel like most people would say
Probably,
alone.
yeah, I'm gonna say probably alone.
But I feel like when I watch movies alone, I'm not as scared or something. I don't know.
Huh.
Who knows?
But no, yeah. So they starting to put all these horror films like mashing them with like that's why I need to start watching Black Mirror. Because apparently
you haven't seen it?
No, apparently they said Black Mirror does it very well.
Okay, wait, you haven't seen it at all?
Any of it. I don't know.
PJ.
No, I haven't seen that.
PJ.
What?
That's one of the best shows to do it.
Yeah.
To mix technology and horror together.
I heard about some kind of contact lens they had. Am I tweaking?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I watched some of the earlier seasons, but the concepts are very they're very innovative. Like the writers.
For Black Mirror, I know a lot of people like that shit. They love it. I know
some people are indifferent about certain episodes and certain movies, blah, but really I love it. I love it.
You know what's another? It's a.
And there is a video game one too, and it involves a little.
Where you have to choose.
No, not that one. It's one with it involves two black men, a video game. And
I've seen the scene where she at dinner and she talking to him. You know what I'm talking about? His wife. It's the scene where, cause they be at dinner and she be talking like, who was it or something like that.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna watch Black Mirror
though.
That was
real good.
I said another low-key, I feel like this is low-key.
And I won't even say not necessarily homosexuality.
Homoerotic.
But it questions.
Homoerotic.
It questions that, yeah.
Yeah. Just homoerotic type shit. And I like that. I was gonna say, another movie I like. Another movie I like that it's an older one and it involves technology in the film, but it's like real life technology. And I mention it all the time. 13 Ghosts. I love that movie with the glasses.
Indifferent about it.
We need to watch it again. That shit, ooh.
I feel like nowadays it would spook me a little bit more than it probably used to. Even though it was still creepy. I
have that on DVD. Next time you come over, we should watch it. Because it gets my adrenaline pumping and I get scared.
I'm down.
Yeah. What's the name? What's that bitch name is in that? Shannon Elizabeth. Remember her?
Yeah.
She's in that. Where that bitch at?
I remember Miss Honey from Matilda. I said, hey.
She was. And Matthew Lillard, Rod Digger. That's another good one. But no, I gotta watch Black Mirror. I ain't watched that one yet. But that's gonna be my little thing. I'm about to start paying attention to how they use technology. Cause they got, I seen the one about the cam girl. That looked dumb.
That one was fucking weird. I actually watched that movie. It was stupid. It was interesting at first, but it was stupid. I was kind of confused at the end. I was just like, huh? How does this even start? I just felt like I had questions at the end.
I just thought about something. You know what's another horror film that low-key involved technology, but it was an aspect that helped us view the film? Paranormal Activities.
Very true.
With is that infrared? No, not infrared. Is that infrared?
Night
that view, night vision. The first one is actually very scary.
I don't even know if I've ever seen Paranormal Activities. I think I probably was stupid. Maybe I did.
I think we should watch the first 3.
First 3?
Oh, but you know it's 6 of them, right?
Doing too much.
Yeah, we only watched the first 3, but I'm confused on that movie because is it fake or is it real? Because
I think it's fake, right?
But the actors has the same names as like the actors
Probably
use
do it
their.
on purpose
Okay.
to add to the realisticness of the film, which would actually be a very smart marketing tactic. Unless I'm completely wrong and it actually is real. But it can be real.
Is it?
Right?
I don't know.
It's not a documentary, it's a movie, it's a fictional movie, right?
But is it based on true events?
Beats me?
Oh, see, this is why we need James, because I would like to Google, but I don't feel like Googling this. That's a good question. Like, but I think they use technology well. I'm trying to think of any other. I mean, not really. They didn't. The Ring?
See, The Ring, I never really watched.
Bitch, what? Now The Ring.
Oh, wait, The Ring when they in the forest? Or The Ring when...
The tape.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched that either.
See, now The Ring is one of those scary movies where
It's a creepy idea, though.
it takes a while to build up.
No, I guess
I hate, honestly, horror films, I hate when it take, like, I ain't saying I want all the action, but you know how, like, when you get to the meat of the movie, when you're like, okay, motherfucker's dying, bitch is getting bold, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting real. But, I hate when movies take too long to get there. Like, I'm asleep.
Okay, would you count Jennifer's Body as like a...
Horror film?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's campy as fuck, but yeah. That's horror.
How do you feel about movies like that?
You know that's my favorite movie ever.
I didn't know. Shut up.
Bitch, I have that on my iTunes.
Shut up.
I literally quote that movie all the
I'm
time.
actually very surprised.
Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
I like Jennifer's Body, but I'm surprised you like it that much.
Oh, bitch, she said, oh my god, it smells like Thai food in
Have you
here.
been fucking?
And I'll be like, oh, that's nasty. And then what was that other thing? It's so stupid. That's why I like it. And she stabs up thing. She be like, you got it, Tim. And she's like, no. And she's like, figured you'd be plugging. I'm like,
Or when she killed her, she's like, oh, my
Tim.
Okay. You know what? I didn't
She
appreciate
said, that's your heart, Jennifer.
I didn't appreciate it until like later after I've seen it.
Oh, it's a movie about a girl
I
that.
expected it to be more scary and less humorous, less of a dark humor twist to it.
You know me, I'm all about. It's about a girl tried to get killed and come back as a spirit and eat boys. Eat them, kill them. You know, all of them. But no, I love that movie. I think that's a scary movie. I'm trying to think of some.
You still haven't seen The Craft yet. You need to see The Craft. How can you? The Craft is iconic.
I'm not a witch person. That's why it took me
Look
so.
at his hat,
I know, right? As I'm wearing this hat, but no, that's why it took me so long to watch. Witches have never been like you know, like an interest.
I like witchy shit.
You do? Okay. Like you know what my first like kind of like exposure to witchy shit was like Coven. American Horror Story Coven. And I feel like, like, okay. It's still not my fave. Like, I love that season only because the ends were bad together. It should have been like a whole bunch of bad bitches. But like, the witches is like,
I like witch stuff since I was little. Stop lying, Halloween Town.
I would watch it because of course, but like it's not my favorite.
Okay.
Like witches don't interest me like serial killers do. Like I guess I'm just like
I like witchy stuff.
But
I feel like I can't think of a lot of witchy horror films necessarily.
Like not no good ones. Like.
But Charmed was good. I like Charmed.
Just like I'm not big on the only like. Really vampire things I like. Have you ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie because
a long time ago.
Yeah, I like that.
Vampire.
And Buffy.
Actually, yeah,
and that's it.
I like vampire stuff. Watched Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer.
Oh no.
And liked it a lot at the time. Haven't seen it since.
I've never even seen Blade, bitch.
I haven't either.
Really? We should watch that. I feel like we just did the black community this injustice. Yeah, I'm not big into vampires. I'm trying to think. You know what I also kind of don't like? Horror films involving like
I don't like
Catholic religion.
Like The Omen and stuff?
Or just, yeah.
I actually feel like that's very creepy.
Maybe that's probably why I don't like it.
I think I watch a lot of it, but I like shit like
Or
that.
like the one
Because I think
that
that's even more sinister and creepy.
Oh,
Especially when you think about the Jonestown murder.
Yeah.
You think about cults and like.
Especially when it
Satanism.
takes place in like an orphanage or a nun. I want to say a nunnery. Is that a thing? A nunnery?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I made that up.
That was right next to my high school where the nuns lived.
Yeah, see, I don't like shit like that.
Actually, oh my goodness, that's very, very creepy.
Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think any other horror movies that involve technology.
You said you don't like sharks? You don't like Deep Blue Sea?
Yeah, I don't like movies like
Oh, I love Deep Blue Sea, child.
at least I don't watch a lot of them because I don't necessarily, my interest isn't piqued to watch them, but.
That's how I feel about alien shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do aliens, cause like like you know what that one movie, Pitch Dark.
I haven't seen it.
You know what I'm talking? Pitch Black. Like I ain't never seen like I don't like shit like that.
Wait, did you ever see that movie One Missed Call?
I've heard of
The Japanese
it.
version was really good, and I remember I saw that first on Fear.net or whatever that they used to have on like.
Oh, FearNet. I think that might still be a thing too.
I used to love watching scary movies on there. Like, oh, it was my
They had all
favorite.
those weird
And I
indie ones.
Yeah, and I was so young, y'all. So when I tell you, like, I've been liking scary shit for forever, I really have.
Same, Dana.
I was like a cute 11, 12, like watching Fear.net or Fear.com or whatever it was called.
Now, how do you feel? I mean,
They had One
it's
Missed Call.
Huh?
So you don't remember it.
Woman's Call.
Yeah, they had a Japanese version on that, and then they released an American version. I remember seeing like, oh, that's based off this movie. So I went to see it, and I didn't like our version as much.
This is, you know, they do that a lot. They take
Yeah.
the Japanese and Asian films and they bring them over here. We always fuck them up. Like The Grudge is better in the
Yeah,
over
I
there.
forgot that
One
it
Missed
is.
Call. What else came from over there? It's a lot. And you can tell the ones too that kind of like came from over there. I don't know. Like it has the feel of it.
But One Missed Call. That's the one where I'm trying to.
I can't remember how it starts, but I know your phone rings, and then if you get the call, you're gonna die after X amount of time or some shit like that.
I was gonna say now. Of course we've had this little theme since Child's Play and like Puppet Master. But how you feel about the dolls, girl? The dolls scare me.
Like Cujo?
The dolls.
I said dogs.
You know I need to do animals.
Those be kind of creepy.
I ain't never seen Annabelle.
Now there is a movie about like voodoo dolls that's coming out with old dude from Power. Fuck, what's his name? Omari Hardwick.
The one you sent me.
Yeah, what's the name of
The
it?
Spell.
Spell?
The Spell or
Is it
Spell.
called Spells or something like that?
It's called either Spell or The Spell.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see that.
I'm gonna have to.
But otherwise, like dolls, I was like, Chucky was cool.
I think Chucky's like the OG. You can't top Chucky.
But I think Annabelle's trying to top him because people love that.
I don't know if I've seen Annabelle.
The doll, I think she white face, got the little pigtails.
Well, there was that one about that monkey with the clapping. You remember that horror movie?
There was a horror movie about
The
that?
little monkey Jack in the Box type of thing that like has a little like, what do you call them? That like, I can't even think of the names of them. Yeah, it was like a horror movie with that in it, and I don't know how that killed things, but somehow it was connected in some way.
I don't like toys and shit because you know toys. Honestly, also movies that scare me and like, but I understand why now is when they have to like. When whatever the evil is has to go through kids. Like when it has to talk to the kid, when it has to possess the kid. Movies like where like the toy is evil and it's telling the kids to do shit. Or like, I just be like, leave that baby alone. Like, go. Or like, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
But I understand why, because children are the purest souls. And you can affect them easier than an adult.
Exactly.
Like they're quick to
and they know
believe.
they know adults are gonna feel bad too. With us.
So like I get why you use, cause for so long I was like, why do we use children as like the backdrop of like scary movies, like getting possessed and all that? But it's like because they're literally the purest souls, it's so easy to just like.
And also it's even more twisted because like you're gonna kill a possessed kid, you're gonna like you know what I mean? It adds a layer of empathy, it adds a layer.
That goes to one of my top 5, but we're gonna get there.
Okay.
But yeah, I got it. So when I go home today, I'm gonna watch some Black Mirror, and I'm gonna watch some more movies.
I'm gonna watch Chucky.
Yeah, you really should watch that. I think you would enjoy it because it's like it's different. It's different but good. Like it's not the same. Like not giving away too much, but like you, because I keep saying it's a different movie. You know how Chucky becomes Chucky in the original, right?
It's like possessed or something like that, yeah.
Girl, that is...
Yeah, nothing to do with it in the next one.
No, and I'm just like, oh, okay, all right. And like, you know how like when you realize that, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, okay, take me on the ride. And here's my thing, they introduced a new story, they backed it up, and it turned out decent, in my opinion, so.
I'm looking forward to it, as long as it's better than that It remake.
Oh, I only saw the first one.
I wasn't even interested. I mean,
Nightmare on Elm Street remake is terrible.
Horrible.
Friday the 13th remake I thought was kind of good. Me personally.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I know they have been remaking Halloween for like the longest.
Nope.
I gotta catch up on them. So for top 5, we wanted to do, since we're talking about horror films, top 5 things you've learned from horror films. Now we all know that not only when we watch these, we pretty sure we take notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you wanna go first or me?
You can go first.
So my top 5 things I've learned from horror films. Number 5. One thing I've learned in these horror films, now depending on which genre, but if we're talking about a natural like serial killer, we gotta learn some self-defense, sweeties. Now, a Jason, oh sweetie, I'm running. That's not my fight. A Michael Myers, oh, that's not my fight either. I just feel like that's just too strong. Unless I'm like shooting that bitch. Jason, I wouldn't even shoot him because he still walks. Ghostface, baby. If I get this knife out your hand, I'm finna tear you up. Like, let me scratch that when I get this knife out your hand. I'm finna tear you. Because there was even times in Scream where when the moments where there was a chase between him and Sydney, and she would be fucking him up. She would be fucking him up. But no, it's just like, especially like, now this is not one of my top 5s, but this is one of my honorable mentions. Never split up. I don't believe in that splitting up shit. Cause here's my thing, of course, dumbass, it's easier to kill 1 or 2 of y'all than all 6 of y'all in the group.
Yep.
So, therefore, why not all 6 of us come? That way, if this nigga come from any angle, we fucking him up.
Yep.
Sweetie, y'all just, I don't know, self-defense. I would even say in that movie we watched last night, the other one, remember the white girl? She kind of had some, common sense skills.
She did.
And I was actually very shocked. And I was like, oh, okay, smart.
She was trying to make it work.
And I was like, okay.
And that's why her ass survived.
Number 4. Do not explore areas. I don't know why white people like to do this, and I just mentioned this earlier. When black people hear sound or something, sweetie, we walk the opposite way. Baby, black people, we the type of people, we see some niggas running this way, bitch, we running that way too. So therefore, who's out there? Hello? Like, what's it for? What's it for? And my thing is, it'll be 12 o'clock at night, and somebody ringing your doorbell. Did you expect visitors, bitch? So what the fuck
Don't
is you...
answer that shit. They can call if they really
Bitch, because let me tell you something. If you showing up after 11, that
You
means...
seen that call when you fucking buzz the doorbell.
Exactly.
Like a cute 3:30
Okay?
p.m.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, you knew you weren't expecting no company at 11:55 p.m., so who the fuck would that be? Be smart. And don't, like last night. I mean, I keep talking about last night because it felt like we was watching that last night. But like when we watched Scream and she was taking out the garbage. What you doing? What you doing?
You see that man? You know he looked a little creepy. You should have kept it fucking moving real fast.
What you going over there for? He got a cookie? Like and that's why I be like, I'm telling you.
It's real unrelatable sometimes.
And I think that'd be that cultural difference shit. Because I'm like, white people, y'all are just so curious.
And that's why our horror movies were so far to Jordan Peele and certain people are making. I mean, they
That's why it gotta be
feel good.
smarter. It gotta be
good,
smarter.
maybe a little smarter. Maybe like
Yeah.
more something. I don't know.
Damn. Sorry y'all, my screen locked. Number 3. Now how do I say this? Pre-plan. And I guess what I mean by that is like, I was thinking like, remember how the boy said like there was a gun upstairs and stuff like that. Baby, keep a bat by the door. Keep a blade somewhere on you. Keep some, you know, and I'm not.
Know where the physical handy fighter items are in your home.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Or like, know like, in case you gotta escape out the window, how you gonna do it? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just know. Like, you know your space. So that way if somebody else come in it, they gonna know you know your space. You know what I'm saying?
Because you really do got the home court advantage.
Yeah.
If somebody in your own home fucking you up, then that's different. But
Right.
still.
Cause like the ones gonna be like home invaders, like I know it's like, especially when it's like one of you and 5 of them on the outside of the house.
Right, I can understand that.
I can understand that, cause then you like, okay, range. Like
you're panicking.
right.
You're like, it's hella, yeah.
But then even then, if you like, okay, turn these lights off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know this house better than they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Number 2. Never live in a secluded area. I don't know what it is with white people and like about getting these big houses and living far out. But baby, the more secluded, the longer it takes for the police to get there. The longer it takes for signals to get there. Like I remember in Scream, like one in the house was on a barn somewhere.
And I've heard a few like true life like murder stories where like it was a secluded type of home and it just made it even more easier for the person.
Exactly. It's like, and like y'all be in these big houses, all glass, and just like, and when a stranger calls, girl, why you gotta live on top of the mountain? Why do you gotta live up here? It takes the police like what? 30 minutes to get up here. I ain't got no signal. Your weed feet don't work. Bitch, this is dangerous.
And I know it's because they never expect shit to happen, but...
And that's another thing. Stop. Now, and I guess this is what I mean. I don't want you to think somebody's gonna just run up in your house and kill you. No. But I want you to be like, hey, it's all forced. It gets dark. I don't know who comes up, like, I don't know. I just know me personally, I don't care how much money I get, and I like my privacy too. I'm not living in Mount Kilimanjaro somewhere. I'm not doing that. That's why all the motherfuckers be dying. That's why in Scream everybody dies, because it takes the police like 50 minutes to get there. In 50 minutes, you can kill a lot of motherfuckers, okay? And number 1, cut the emotions. And what I mean by that is...
I would probably be crying.
And I know, that's why I knew this was going to be for you too.
When they be
like,
hiding, they be like...
I almost do this because that'll piss me off. That stuff like that when they be
No,
like...
that pisses me off too.
I'll be like...
No,
like, come on, like, you really have to be quiet. Or like, moments, you see it a lot in zombie movies, when like a couple will enter, like you get your group of select survivors of slowly but surely people start dying. You always got a couple. One get bit and they like, no, I'll be fine, or they either get bit and don't say nothing. And then next thing you know, that person turned into a zombie, and that partner always end up having to kill them. They're like, I can't do it.
Or they end up dying.
Or like they literally be.
Or they put the group in risk because they don't want to let their partner go, or like.
Like what scene? It was some movie I was watching where the person was trying to shoot him, but they got in their feelings because they saw him. Nah, and it's just like, you stupid. Like
you gotta go, baby boy, baby girl.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta cut emotions off, and even like, I'm sorry, I gotta say this, but the kids, if you can't keep up, baby. I can't do it.
Oh no.
Like I remember I was watching Resident Evil and I think she got scared because she saw some zombie kids and like she didn't want to.
Girl.
Nah, you getting blown off.
Baby.
Now, if you was a kid in my family, okay. But if you was some random kid and I know you a zombie, you gotta go.
And like on some real shit, like I keep relating it to zombie movies because I feel like you get this in there a lot. Like if somebody get bit and they like, you gotta kill me. Alright, cool. You ain't saying nothing but a word. Ain't no. You got some people like, no, let's just.
Like that
no.
movie,
What?
fuck, I can't even think of the name of it. Cabin Fever, where this girl he likes is like, she's a bit, so she's getting infected by the poison. He doesn't want to kill her, but eventually he kills her. Ugh.
But and then it takes him forever to do it, right?
Pretty much. I think he let her live for a little bit.
And then did she end up putting other people at risk?
Nah, he had her trapped. I think eventually he saw it was just too bad. He just kind of had to.
It's just like, bro, like, that ain't who you thought it was no more.
Like,
They're literally dead.
He basically killed her to put her on her suffering, but he could have did it earlier than what he let it linger on because he didn't want to at first.
Yeah, baby, if you.
Sean Matthews from Boy Meets World.
He was in that movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, you tell me.
Boom. All right, what's
Not
next?
the rest of my life.
Okay, cut the emotions.
What you got, Z?
Alright, so my top 5. Number 5. If you're already hiding in a good spot, don't move. Stay your ass there, stay your ass there and try to stay awake if you snore as long as you can until you know that they're gone for a fact.
Because what's going to happen is the people be waiting. Like, you'll be like.
I will wait a killer out.
Me too!
24 hours if I got to.
Bitch, I'm asleep.
Like, literally. I'll be like, when they be in horror movies, they be like checking to see after they just left 60 seconds ago. I'd be like, why didn't you just stay there for like hours if you had to? Like, that should be pissing me off.
Because at that point, you're going to have to pull me out this bitch.
I'm not moving.
I'm not moving.
If it gotta be a couple of days and I go famished, I will.
Because, baby, I feel like you out there plotting.
Exactly. Number 4, keep a weapon on hand. Kind of like what you were saying, like, you gotta be in defense mode. You gotta have something to fight back with. Now, granted, if it's like a gun or something, I'm just saying some things you can't beat, but at least try shit.
Like in Sweetheart, she knew she was way out of her league. That bitch took them
She
sticks,
prepared.
and she did, and she went
prepared.
to work. And like, just to think about, like, she had that little, and some people be having this much, and like can't do
It's
shit.
still facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
She literally had sticks, Dana.
And she made it work.
Niggas
Sticks and matches.
sticks and matches. Niggas be having a whole,
The whole home, garage, knives, a gun, and they still be fucking up somehow.
just stupid.
Woo, don't get me started. Number 3, never check out creepy shit alone if you have a choice not to. And even if you are alone, just don't check it out. Just keep walking. Just act like you didn't hear it, honestly. Mind your fucking business. Mind your business. Number 2, trust your gut. So when some weird shit feels like it's going on, just trust that and make a different.
True.
Like, if you feel in your home and you feel like you're hearing shit, grab my phone keys, and I'm fucking taking a walk or some shit. Like, get out if you feel like some weird shit. Because I feel like so many times in movies, they feel like something's off, but they're ignoring it. They're like, oh, maybe it's just me. And I get that. But at a certain point, you gotta trust, like, that instinct in you.
And, like, I think, because, like,
Me, when I come home,
do you be knowing how you leave stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
And that way, you know, if you move, you be like,
Absolutely.
what the fuck going on here? Like, I remember one time that I was like, oh, I forgot the building people had to come into my apartment today. And I was like, who the fuck in here? What? Who in here? Hello?
Yep. And my number 1 thing I've learned from horror movies, always make sure the bad guy is dead.
True.
Don't stab him one time and then call the police and think, because then you do look around and he's gone. You gotta make sure that motherfucker is dead. You keep stabbing, you keep shooting, you keep doing whatever you need to do, whenever possible, to make sure he's actually dead and there's no sequel to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True. You think it's gonna be a sequel to Better Watch Out? I low-key kind of want it to be.
That would be very
But I don't know how that would
exactly.
go. Because, like...
Unless he lies his way out of it and hunts revenge on her.
unless the whole sequel is him trying to get to her in the hospital.
Ooh.
That could be you can stretch that.
Very good.
Yeah, that could be the whole
That
thing.
would be very good.
And then him like tricking people in the hospital, killing doctors and shit like that. That could work. That could
I
work.
can see that.
Ooh, and then they need you know who should be a part of it? That boy's mama. His friend's mama.
And she's trying to piece together what happened, and maybe she figures him out first, but like people don't believe her, or she's still delusional, she's still in shock. Like, she's still questioning herself, but she's kind of suspicious. Look, let's write this. Look.
That's a movie. We got it. We got
If y'all
it.
see this movie, y'all will understand. This little boy was fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was literally almost like a modern day. Have you ever seen The Good Son? It was almost like a modern day Good Son, almost like. Oh my goodness.
It kind of was, yeah.
But
the one guy who was kind of into it, but then he got too far, and he was like, nah.
yeah, I felt so bad for that little boy.
He really killed it. You know, he was like,
I guess because it was one thing like, oh, these are kids. Like,
and it's fucked up because kids actually be like that, though.
yeah.
There are actual stories of kids doing some fucked up shit, high schoolers or 12-year-olds or like even younger, I'm sure.
Well, happy Halloween, hoes. We hope y'all stay safe. Don't go trick or treating. We're not doing that this year. You better get some motherfucking candy, bring it home, and have the kids eat it. Or like go from room to room in the house trick or treating. Or like if y'all know, or take them to your grandma's house, and take them to their big auntie house, take them to their big cousin house. We're not going to nobody else's house trick or treating. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, wear your little costumes, you know, keep it cute, keep it spooky, and we out this bitch.